Have you ever wondered how a simple game created inside a gymnasium became one of the most popular sports in the world? Today, volleyball is played by millions of people across different countries, cultures, and generations. Join us as we travel through time to discover the fascinating history of volleyball. So first, our first tackle is where did volleyball came from?
Our journey begins on February 9, 1895 in Holyoke, Massachusetts in USA at the Young Men's Christian Associations or YMCA. A physical education instructor named William G. Morgan was looking for a new way to keep people active. At that time, basketball has recently become popular, but Morgan realized that many older businessmen and adults found it too physically demanding. They needed a sport that was competitive and enjoyable without requiring constant physical contact. To solve this problem, Morgan created a new game that combined ideas from several sports. He borrowed the net from tennis, teamwork from basketball, and movement from baseball, and lastly, the hand skills from handball. The result was completely new game that emphasized cooperation, strategies, and skills. He named his inventions Mantenet, inspired by badminton because both games involved sending an object over a net. His goal was simply to create another sport but encourage fitness, teamwork, recreations, and healthy living.
So we already learned where volleyball came from. So right now we will tackle about the development of volleyball.
After its invention in 1895, volleyball continued to evolve through many milestones that shaped into the sports we know and love today. The first major change happened in 1896 during the first game public exhibition match at Springfield College on July 7. At that time, the sport was still called Mantenet. However, one of the spectators observed that the players constantly volleying their ball back and forth over the net. Because of this, he suggested changing the name to volleyball, that was later shortened to the word volleyball. As volleyball became popular, there's a growing need for a single organization that creates standard rules and organizes international competitions. This led to the establishment of Fédération Internationale de Volleyball, or FEV, in 1947 in France. Since then, the FEV has served as the official governing body of volleyball and helping the sports expand across different countries. The first FEV Men World Champion was held in 1949 in Prague and Czechoslovakia, while the Women World Champion followed in 1952 in the Soviet Union. These tournaments allow the best teams from around the world to compete in the highest level and greatly increase the sport's international recognition. A historic milestone came in 1964 when volleyball officially became a medal sport at Tokyo Olympic Games. These achievements mark volleyball arrival on the biggest sporting stage in the world and inspires the millions of athletes to pursue the sports. Through the years, volleyball continued to improve through several important rule changes. In 1920, the three-hit rule was introduced, encouraging better teamwork and making rallies more organized. In 1998, the libero position was added to strengthen defensive play and create longer, more exciting rallies. Later, the sport adopted the 25-point rally scoring system, where every rally results in a point, making matches faster, more competitive, and more exciting for both players and fans. Even today, the FEB continues to evaluate and update rules to keep volleyball fair, dynamic, and enjoyable. This milestone shows that volleyball has never stopped evolving from a simple recreational game invented in a YMCA gymnasium. It has grown into one of the world's most respected and widely played sports, uniting people from different countries through competition, teamwork, and sportsmanship.
So we're done tackle about the development of volleyball, and right now we will tackle about the volleyball in the Philippines.
Volleyball in the Philippines. Volleyball was introduced to the Philippines in 1910 by Elwood S. Brown, the physical director of YMCA in Manila. Because of this, the Philippines became one of the first country in Asia to adopt the sport. While in 1913, volleyball made its first major competitive appearance during the Far Eastern Championship Games held here in Manila. A few years later, in 1916, Filipino players created the set and spike technique. The powerful spike was called the bomba, while the player who performed it was known as the bombarino. By 1920, this exciting style of play inspired the international three-hit rule, which is still used in volleyball today. Today, volleyball is one of the most popular sports in the Philippines. Its popularity continues to grow through women's volleyball, collegiate leagues like UAAP and NCAA, professional leagues such as the PBL and Spikers Turf, the national team Alas Pilipinas.
As we learn the development of volleyball in the Philippines, right now we will tackle about the timeline of volleyball.
This timeline shows the major milestones in the development of volleyball around the world. First is in 1895. William G. Morgan invented the game called Mintonette in Massachusetts. In 1896, the game was renamed volleyball because players kept volleying the ball over the net. In 1910, volleyball was introduced to the Philippines, making the country one of the first in Asia to embrace the sport. In 1916, Filipino players introduced the set and spike, two techniques that are now essential in modern volleyball. In 1947, the FIVB was established to govern volleyball internationally. In 1964, volleyball became an official Olympic sport at the Tokyo Olympics. In 1998, the libero position was introduced to strengthen defense and create longer rallies. In 1999 and 2001, the rally point system replaced the old scoring system, making matches faster and more exciting. In 2024, the Philippine national teams were unified under the name Alas Pilipinas. Finally, in 2025, the Philippines made history by hosting the FIVB Men's Volleyball World Championship, marking an important milestone for Philippine volleyball. These events show how volleyball has evolved from a simple indoor game into one of the world's most important sports, with the Philippines playing an important role in its history.
After we learn all the history of volleyball, right now we will learn why volleyball matters.
After learning about volleyball's rich history, one question remains. Why does this sport continue to matter today? The answer goes far beyond the scoreboard. Physically, volleyball helps improve strength, agility, coordination, balance, endurance, and overall fitness. Every serve, pass, set, and spike challenges the body and encourages a healthy lifestyle. Socially, volleyball teaches some of life's most valuable lessons. It develops teamwork, communication, leadership, trust, and respect. Every player has an important role, and success depends on working together toward a common goal. In education, volleyball builds discipline, responsibility, confidence, and decision-making skills. Students learn how to manage pressure, solve problems, and continue improving through practice and perseverance. Beyond schools and competitions, volleyball has become a global language that connects people from different cultures and backgrounds. Whether played in school gym, on the beach, or in the Olympic Games, volleyball inspires friendship, sportsmanship, and unity. This is why volleyball is much more than a game. It is a sport that shapes character, strengthens communities, and brings people together.
So in this part, we will tackle the amazing facts and trivia of a volleyball. Did you know that volleyball is played in more than 220 countries and territories, making it one of the most popular team sports in the world? Professional players can spike the ball at speed over 130 kilometers per hour, showing the incredible power and athleticism required at the highest level. Beach volleyball became an official Olympic sport in 1996, adding another exciting version of the game to the world's biggest sporting event. Indoor volleyball is played by 6 players on each team, while beach volleyball is played by only 2 players per team, making teamwork and communications even more important. Let's now proceed to the reflection that we learned. As we look back on volleyball's incredible journey, we realize that every great achievement begins with one simple idea. What started a recreational activity inside a gymnasium has grown into one of the most world-loved sports. Volleyball history reminds us that innovation, teamwork, discipline, perseverance, and respect can create something truly extraordinary. Beyond the awards and championships, volleyball teach us a life lesson that stayed with us both on and off the court. As students and future educators, we are inspired not only by the game history, but also by the values it represents. May we continue to promote teamwork, healthy living, and sportsmanship whenever we go.